So in terms of the lower back, all of these spinal vertebrae, where they connect to all of the different muscles of the core, the hips, the lower back, the glutes, and how that controls how the pelvis is oriented. So what we often do when we're looking at addressing lower back pain, pain in the lumbar or the sacrum area, is we're identifying the muscles that are tight, stretching them, and the muscles that are weak and strengthening them. Part of what we do at Immerse Modern Massage is we find the source of your tension and we give you exercises to stretch those muscles and strengthen the synergist muscles, or the muscles that work together on the opposite side of body, basically. So oftentimes if you have lumbar back tension, it signals to me that maybe you have a weak core. And so that is something that we can kind of coach you through and give you exercises to be able to address. So what we would do in this case is we would stretch the lower back and strengthen the core. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to do that. Alright, so from your back, we're going to find a lacrosse ball or a tennis ball, and we're going to put it right into our glute up against that lower part of the spine and start windshield wipering our legs back and forth. And what this does is oftentimes lower back pain is related to tight hip rotators, hip flexors, basically just a tight pelvis from sitting from long periods of time. And what we do is we go in and we help those muscles relax, tap into the nervous system, bring circulation to those muscles. And we can also use this tool called a peanut to roll along the muscles on either side of the lower back. So I'm just kind of rolling forward, grabbing my knees, pulling them in towards my chest, and then letting my legs relax. So I'm just bringing space into that lower back, encouraging relaxation of those muscles, really just stretching the lower back here. Even this without the peanut is going to help your lower back relieve any tension by decompressing the spinal vertebrae. Then we're going to go over and do some windshield wipers without a lacrosse ball in our glute. And this just warms up, opens the hips, stretches the lower back a little bit. This is usually pretty gentle. One more hug of the lower back into the chest. And then we're just going to be using our core to rotate our legs from either side to the other. Now, if you feel any pain or tension during any of these exercises, back off a little bit. The idea is not to come into pain with any of these stretches, and if you do, your body is signaling that it is too much. You're doing too deep of a stretch. You want to come up right to where you feel some tension and then release. Doing some core exercises. Lifting straight up, not doing a full sit-up or crunch. Doing just enough to activate the core after we've stretched the lower back and stretched some of the glute muscles This is really the opposite support beam on the front. So if there's too much tension on the back there in the lumbar or the glutes, doing some core exercises helps counterbalance that. And we'll do some dead bug. This is also a core exercise. You're going to lift your arms straight up and press each foot out opposite each other, one at a time. And what this does is it strengthens your core diagonally instead of just straight up and down with the kind of mini crunches. Find your way into a low lunge and engage the core. We just strengthened it. And stretch not only the front of the hip, but also the hamstrings. So we're stretching the front of that left hip here, and then we're stretching the right hamstring. Oftentimes when we sit for long periods of time, or we are runners, things like that, these muscles get very tense because they're in shortened positions all day. So now we switch sides and we're stretching the left hamstring and the right psoas and hip flexor on that right side. This is super good for opening up the hips, releasing tension from the pelvis. Last thing we're going to do is bird dog. This is a similar thing to dead bug, where you are able to not only bring some strength to the core, but bring balance to the rest of the body. This is one of the most posturally corrective core exercises. As long as you're keeping your core engaged and allowing the body to rebalance. Really focus on keeping the core engaged here. Alright everybody, so I hope this video helped you so much alleviate your lower back tension. If you have pain and any of the exercises caused any bit of pain at all, I definitely recommend seeing an expert massage therapist to heal your tension, pain, and really create a plan unique to you that is going to help you succeed in the journey of relieving your stress and pain. If you like this video, it really helps the channel out a lot to give a like, a subscribe, and leave a comment down below and let me know if one of these exercises in specific helps you more than another, or if one of these exercises are already a part of your lower back health and wellness routine. With that, I'm Mason from Immerse Modern Massage, and I hope you feel so much better in your body.